Tatayo ba sila?
Kailangan ko kayo na kayo one by one when giving an answer to this question. Because the pageant teacher will record your answer. Walang take two. Okay? Walang take two. The question is
it a dollar question?
Why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines?
Wait lang.
Pero is that already titled to that? You will stand in the middle and then you will talk as if there's no tomorrow.
Wait lang.
There's no tomorrow.
Wait lang.
Wait lang, girl.
Wait lang.
Wait
So the
lang.
question again is, why should you become the next Miss Universe Philippines?
One.
One,
Three.
wait, 30 seconds lang daw. I-retouch na
Okay.
celebrities.
Okay, sige.
Celebrity HMU.
Okay.
1, 2,
I believe that I should be your next Miss Universe Philippines because we've never had a Miss Universe Philippines from Palawan. And I believe that that's just so important because we are so rich in cultural heritage as much as ethnic, linguistic groups that don't feel like they are being represented. Children who had no dreams because they can't afford to go to college. And I would want to be that person that can be a ray of hope, person that can make them feel that they are actually being represented and that they have a spokesperson with them. And I believe that it's about time to prove the universe that there's no one who's way too young to leave a legacy in this generation and as well as create an impact, a lasting one on everybody else's lives. Thank you.
okay. Expect ko iwan ko yung susunod, ano? Now, Mr. Jerry Diaz will call you at random para walang sequence on who's going to answer next. Thank you, Raven.
Thank you.
Jerry, who's going to answer next?
Let's go to Jet.
One, two,
1, 2.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask.
Okay.
No, okay, that's fine. Well, you know, when I think of Miss Universe Philippines, I always think of the women who have previously succeeded, right? And their own personal, unique strengths. So then, Rabia being kind and always wearing a heart on her sleeves. Bea, who has a quiet strength and humility. And then, of course, Celeste has a heart and to reconnect with her roots. And of course, Michelle, our prepared queen. But if there's one thing that they all have in common for me is that they were not afraid to show everyone themselves and that they have the strength to really uphold that Philippine sash. And as for me, you know, in my experiences being an immigrant, being a married woman, I believe that it has prepared me, those experiences have strengthened me enough to also show myself, the unique parts of myself, and to be able to harness that power and use that to become your next Miss Universe Philippines. Thank you.
Hey, Jerry, who's next?
Kayla.
Hello, everyone.
Alright.
So the qualities that I believe I have to make me the Miss Universe Philippines, you know, as I mentioned before, I believe a Miss Universe Philippines stands not only as an individual, but a representative of the entire country. And although I may be a rookie in this competition, what I lack in experience, I feel like I make up for in life experience. You know, I have not had an easy journey myself, being a survivor of von Willebrand's disease and also a victim of bullying. I have learned, you know, how to survive these hard storms, and I believe I have the determination, the resilience, and the strength to really represent the Philippines on an international stage. More importantly, as I mentioned before, I believe that I have a kind heart. I always try to lead with kindness and grace in everything that I do, and I believe that is one of the most important aspects a Miss Universe Philippines should have. So thank you.
Jerry, who's next?
Hi everyone. I believe I am going to be the next Miss Universe because God has instilled
Why Miss Universe talaga?
because God has instilled this in my heart. And you know, in God nothing is possible. Impossible. I am a true Filipina. Every time I travel, I always promote our country.
I am a Filipina who truly cares. With our environment, promoting to the local Filipinos, I am always in love with the Philippines. That's why I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines.
Okay, who's next?
Yvonne?
So why should I win Miss Universe? Because I'm a Filipina whose dream... Yeah, I'm so sorry. So why should I win Miss Universe? Because I'm a Filipina whose passion and dream... I'm so sorry.
Relax lang. Chill out.
Okay, so why should I win Miss Universe? Because I am a Filipina whose heart is as huge as her dreams. That's what I mentioned a while ago. I really dreamed of becoming a beauty queen. And on my journey of becoming the woman, I find my purpose in it. And that is to become an advocate of the unprivileged children of my community, which are very close to my heart because I feel and understand what they're going through, because I also grew up in a broken family and I experienced the same thing that they did. And I know that here in Miss Universe Philippines, through my influence, through my passion, through my heart, we can make this community a better and brighter for the children. And I may not be the best nor the most popular Miss Universe, but with all my heart, I am willing to learn, to grow every single day, to be better, not just for myself, but also for my family, for the community that I'm representing, and on top of that, hopefully for our country. Thank you.
Speaking whatever language.
Okay na po.
I'm the next Miss Universe because I am brave. Matapang ako to win the crown. My journey to be here was not easy. Madaming bashing and panic with the people who are telling me that I'm just a pretty face. But I believe facing your fears is the most powerful improvement in life. That's why I am here. That's why I am here, worthy of claiming for the first crown of my beloved Cabanatuan City. Thank you po.
Miss Mandao.
The general public often sees beauty queens through a preconceived image of what a beauty queen should be. And that is something I would want to change. And that is the reason why I want to win Miss Philippines, and I should be Miss Universe Philippines rather. Because I want to bridge the gap between being a public image and with the general public. You may often ask, is that even worthy for me to be the next Miss Universe Philippines? I would proudly say yes. Because in order for me to be an effective title holder of Miss Universe Philippines, I must have the ability and quality to empathize and connect at a level that is easily adaptable and understandable to the general public. In that way, I would be able to expound potential and possibilities for me to reinforce my advocacy and perhaps maybe meet people along the way that share the same values and who share the same advocacy as mine. That is why I'm worthy to be the next Miss Universe Philippines. Thank you.
Victoria Vincent.
Okay.
Mga ngain na naman.
Over the past few years, although I have been rather detached from the pageantry world, I've still been witnessing the way in which the standard or the bar for Miss Universe has been rising and rising. And throughout those 3 years since I've been in the pageantry realm, I've also tried to encourage myself to rise to that standard, if not exceed it. I may not share all of the same tangible qualities as a typical Filipina, but I do share the fact that I'm a visionary, I am determined, and I possess our Bayanihan spirit. And arguably, those intangible qualities are far more important when it comes to representing our people on the international Miss Universe stage.
All right, thank you so much. I think all these ladies deserve a round of applause for battling it out with your grueling questions.
I did all your profiles, so I'm so curious right now. First, let's call the two moms, Steffi and
I'm not a mom, I'm only married.
mother and the mom. The mother and a mom.
No.
The mother and the married woman.
Yes.
Okay, please stand up. It's okay. Miss Universe Philippines, traditionally in the past is a contest for single ladies. Added dimension is married and mothers. What is your advantage over these other ladies? Because in the mind of a pageant blogger like me, I always look at Miss Universe Philippines as all the single ladies, What is your advantage?
Well, I think for me, definitely adds a different layer, right? Like I said earlier, I got married at 21 years old. I am now 25, and it's been 4 years. Well, 4 years tomorrow. It's our anniversary, actually. But to me, I learned to also coexist with another individual, which is not easy as well. But I have learned that I can still be my own individual and still achieve so many things. That is, like now as a businesswoman, right now as hopefully to be your next Miss Universe Philippines. Like, it really doesn't stop a woman from going forth to her dreams, and it doesn't diminish her worth nor her value, and their decisions or your status would never define your future.
Steffi?
Hi. I am very grateful for the opportunity that the Miss Universe has already accepted the mothers and other genders to join the pageant. For me, as a mom, I have the advantage because I have experience, the wisdom that I share to my children that I could share to other people. And aside from that, I am not just a mom, not just a beauty queen, I am also a sister, a daughter, and an advocate of the Philippines. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Thank you. Okay. Now, two different ladies na katabi natin. Daniela and Victoria. And Kyla. Kasi, alam po na lahat ng mga details niyo eh. Si Daniela muna. Closer down. Daniela, ilan ang tricycle sa Kabanatuan? Bakit tricycle capital ang Kabanatuan? Kala ko sa Bulacan ang tricycle capital.
Sa pagkakaalam ko po, as of 2023, parang nasa 70K na po ang registered tricycle in Cabanatuan City po. And counting trivia lang po talaga, So, pag napunta ka ng Cabanatuan City, kahit naka-private vehicle ka man, or kabababa mo lang ng tricycle mo, meron agad magtatanong sa'yo na, sakay ka ba? Ganun po sa amin. So kahit kakababa mo lang, they ask you kung sasakay ka ba ulit. Yun lang po nakaka-enjoy sa amin.
Kaya ang mas importante yung tanong, bakit ba mga tricycle drivers sa inyo?
Siyempre! Basta drivers with lover.
Victoria, it's only now, honestly, it's only now that I learned about the kidnapping part. True. Have you watched the series X-Spots on Amazon Prime? Not yet. You have to watch it because it's a parallel thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based in the Philippines.
No, based in Hong Kong. Yeah. So, what can you offer now that you have not yet offered back in 2021?
Thank you for your question, Tito Norman. It's very good to see you again. To be honest, I have done a lot of growing since I last joined Miss Universe Philippines. I did leave the Philippines to go and continue my professional career in Australia.
And so not only have I developed in that sense, but also personally, my mindset, my mental fortitude. I think I'm far more ready now than I was before, and I think, like you mentioned, it's only the first time you're hearing about my kidnapping, kasi parang before, hindi ako talagang open about myself.
And you're speaking in Filipino
Oh, diba?
now.
Hindi ko yung share na yun. But yeah, I wasn't ready to let my walls down and really showcase my vulnerabilities. But over the past few years, I've really worked on that. And so I'm ready to share my story with Filipinos. Because I know life here is really hard for a lot of people. And I think my story can help a lot of people also.
Okay. Kayla. I won't ask about the bond the prices because I already researched about it. I know it's in the profiles about the blood thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
But I'll ask about your camping and hiking thing.
Oh, yeah, sure. So that's something that a lot of people may not expect from me. Although if you do look at my social media, there's some hints there of some previous hikes and camping trips that I've gone on. Nature is where I feel like I can really connect with my inner self. It's where I feel the most at peace. And actually 2 years ago, I bought a camper van. I spent an entire summer renovating it by myself, which was such a fun and rewarding project for me. So yeah, camping, hiking, it's really my thing.
So this is not what we see if you're renovating your camper. It's a 180-degree thing. Like,
You know, as individuals, I think we all have very many different layers and aspects of ourselves because we are so multifaceted. So I do love getting blitzed and glammed up too, you know, that's something that I enjoy also. But where I feel like I can really connect with my inner self again is usually in peaceful nature settings.
thank you. You're really looking at the middle right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Quick question. Okay, thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Let's call Raven and Yvonne and Victoria.
Which Victoria?
No, the relative of James Ingram. Compress now. Raven.
One step backward, one step backward. 2 steps now.
You grew up in a part of Palawan that is so, should I say, tourist infested. Ibig sabihin, napakadaming turista palagi.
Yes.
Diba, no? So you must have grown up being surrounded by different people.
Yes.
How's your people relation skills? Like, you're so used to being surrounded by tourists. How's that kind of life for you?
Well, at first, actually, it may come as a surprise, but I grew up being the biggest introvert in the room. I would be that girl who would stay silent inside of the room. But because my mom is a tourist, what do you call it?
Tour guide.
My mom is a tour guide, so I get to interact with a lot of tourists. I get to force myself to really come out of my shell and to really talk to them. Whether or not I am fluent in English, because I knew that I was practicing me, because I knew that being a child, being an introvert, it did not hinder me of wanting to be really a spokesperson for the country, whether that be being an ambassadress or whatsoever. So I did learn my skills in communicating with other people by really facing my fears and talking to them and really engaging with them in terms of conversation. And I can say that I really truly learned a lot, and because of them, I gained knowledge on the things that they love about the Philippines and why they keep on coming back for more. Because in Palawan, we have this thing called the comeback syndrome. So every time the tourist visits our island, they always comes back for more. And that kept me really interested. And so I realized why they kept on coming back for more. And that is because of the people that are very hospitable, very friendly, as well as our breathtaking natural
They
resources.
keep coming back because
They keep coming
finding
back.
local color than them.
Probably, and also they don't believe when I say that I am a pure-blooded Filipina. They don't believe me. They're like, you look like you're half Indian. And
Your color is fabulous.
thank you so much.
Color mo?
Oh, thank
I
you.
wish.
Thank you so much.
Oo.
Thank you.
Okay, Yvonne.
Hello po, good afternoon po.
Bakit ka naman 2 beses sumali sa Bacolod Master?
As what I said earlier po, it is really my dream to become a beauty queen, and as what I said again, Pia Wurzbach is one of my inspirations. And I didn't hinder my failures to stop me from dreaming bigger, not just for myself, but also for my family and my community. And something that pushes me to try the second time is to give back to my community, not just for myself. And this journey, this universe, I'm not just representing myself, but also my community. Thank you.
You're half Chinese, right?
No po, I'm here Filipino.
Your middle name is Gokong.
Yes po, my grandfather, I think.
So you're part Pikoy siguro.
Maybe po.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you po.
Ito na, Victoria. Victoria Edge is so connected to you because here, there's a lukso na
Yes, I can see that. All the way.
But we love that here because it's so easy to maintain.
Yes.
It's so easy to maintain. So let's not go into the healthcare because it's something you've talked of. Let's go to tawag ng tanghalan.
Of course.
You can sing sooth, or you can sing something different.
You want to hear my song? I hope it.
Yeah, you sing it. Just make sure that you don't go out of tune.
I'll make sure, Tito Norman. I can sing it right now.
Go.
Okay? Just a bit of it, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. You soothe me inside. You make me feel good about you and I. You bring me to life. You make loving so easy for you and me. Thank you.
You should meet Quincy Jones siguro or James Ingram talaga.
I hope
and do
so.
collabs with them because bagay na bagay. Or Erica Babu, or Zaya Reeves, Elizabeth Ramsey. Kahit ibig sabihin, because
Thank you so much. Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much. And I will give the mic now. Isa na lang.
Adam, magtatanong ka daw.
Adam, you want to ask a question?
Later.
Yeah, you want to ask a question to them? Because I have so many questions to them, even the earrings.
Madal ka na lang, ano?
Oh. Ano ko muna,
Don't forget to share this slide, guys.
I'll review later.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Okay, natawag ko na sila. Pero, ask kayo.
Yan, no?
To Miss Southern California.
Check.
Jet as in airplane, so yeah, never forget that.
I want to ask again, you can sit down.
Okay, that's fine.
Sige.
Sure.
Okay lang ba?
Okay lang.
No, I want to ask, your sister is the director, right? So I wonder, what advice has she told you regarding your try here in Miss Universe Philippines?
Well, first of all, I would like to acknowledge that, I am just privileged and blessed to have a sister who gets it. Someone who I can ask to for advice. And beyond that, Jen is my closest confidant, and I consider her my best friend. But her advice to me really is to just be myself. We are two different person after all, and I embrace my uniqueness, and that's what she has taught me, that, at the end of the day, I do have a pressure and amount of pressure. Two of my sisters have represented the Philippines. One is at Miss World, and of course her in Miss Intercontinental, so there is an amount of pressure, but she told me that this is beyond legacy, because this is who I am. Thank you.
Alright, follow-up question. Since you are a married woman, and this also goes to you, Miss Quirino, how do you feel about the negative stigma?
The negative?
The stigma surrounding married women joining pageants nowadays, because let's face it, as what Sir Doman told earlier, we're so used to seeing Miss Universe being joined by single ladies. So how do you feel, as a married woman, and you're very vocal about saying that you want to be the first married woman to win Miss Universe Philippines, how do you think you can juggle the responsibilities of being a married woman and the duties of an MUP title holder, just in case you win the title?
Well, first of all, to answer your first question, well, I feel so privileged, right? So proud to be able to represent women, not only married ones, but women who made different choices, right? Women had different circumstances. I think it is time that we go beyond the usual standards of having a single Miss Universe Philippines or Miss Universe or so, right? We have been proving, all these ladies and the organization has also been proving that we are beyond capable of being Miss Universe no matter who we are, no matter our choices. To answer your second question, I am used to the kind of pressure that the Miss Universe Philippines hold. I am an immigrant, like I said, and I'm also a business owner, and I believe that has prepared me, to be able to become your next Miss Universe Philippines. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and I just wanted to add, because of that pressure, diamonds are made under pressure, so I hope to be like a diamond too.
Thank you. What about Miss Quirino?
Hi, Sir Adam. Thank you for the question. As a mom, already joining the pageant, I know there's a lot of stones throwing at me, or will be thrown at me, but I should filter the things that is throwing to me. I, as a person, always look at the positive side of things. And I believe being part of the Miss Universe is already an achievement. And about the question about my children, as a person, we are always a work in progress. Every day, we have to strive hard, do our best, be the person that we want to be. So, there's nothing that will stop me in joining and believing in myself. That's why I'm here. And I'm so proud and confident to show my wisdom and my personality and representing, of course, our country, Philippines and Quirino province. Thank you, Sir Adam.
You're welcome. Next is... Can we ask BBB next?
BBB! Hello, Sir Adam. Kamusta ka na?
Yeah, okay naman. We're so happy that you're back. There's one thing that you said earlier that intrigued me when you said you didn't know this was the time for you to join again. Napaaga? Can I quote you on that? Napaaga?
You didn't expect me back.
Yeah, you didn't expect to be back. So, laman doon. So, can you elaborate more about it? How did you know this was the perfect time for you to join, or was it accidental that you are joining again?
I don't think we can say for sure if it's the perfect time. Only God knows that. But for me, I was so focused on my professional career in Australia. I was so focused on building my life for myself over there. And parang, I think you all know Mommy Fern Amato and then my manager Swen Chua. Ever since nung send-off ni Bea in 2021, parang they really don't want to give up on me. They're really nudging me in the direction of pageantry again because they really believe in me. And as I said, I was so focused on my career, so I kept pushing it to the side. And then last year, when they announced that as of this year, there will be an increased age limit, parang for me, I felt something naman sa puso ko, pero I was like, no, I don't think 2024 is the right time kasi I'm focused pa sa work. And then, medyo nakakahiya to. But I was watching Miss Universe 2023. And diba, at the start, parang they come out, they say their name and their country, and it's all alphabetical order, diba? I think I got up to like Argentina, tapos naiyak ako bigla, as in uncontrollably crying. And there's no way that I can perfectly explain it, but the best way that I can explain it is that, in 2021, I feel like I rushed God's plan. I tried to fast forward His plan, but obviously things didn't work out the way that I was hoping it to. And so this year in 2024, I felt like He was putting another message in my heart to join again and try again. And I'm so blessed to have so many people that have never given up on my ability to make an impact on the Philippines. But yeah, so hindi ko in-expect, truly. I did think about maybe joining next year, but yeah, I guess God has other plans.
For girls like you, Kirsta, since there's no more age limit, may rush ba sa mga katulad niyo na sumali ulit o to just, wait for the right time, wait for your time when you feel it's the right time?
I mean, I can't speak for everyone, pero ako
small backstory. I ended up resigning from my job before coming back to the Philippines because I'm the kind of person, when I dedicate myself to something, I dedicate my whole heart to it. And I don't want to be I don't want my heart to be in two places at the same time. So, nag-resign ako sa work. And for me, hindi ako in a rush per se, pero, I mean, syempre, if I end up finding, my future husband and then settling down and having kids, that will be my focus. I don't think, me personally, I don't think I would come back to Miss Universe Philippines at that stage. So, parang if I don't do it now, baka I'm delaying my my future family, diba?
Alright, thank you.
Oh, one question lang. Actually, hindi naman. Wala akong competition.
Pwede pa natin nasa press ko na. Alright, my question is for Kayla. You're so beautiful, Kayla.
Oh, thank you po.
Actually, clone talaga siya. Ayun, so sabi namin ni Jonathan, nakaka-shimmy, nakaka-shamba. In a way, you are competing for so-called All-Star Edition, or the Good Edition. So, how will you stand out from competitors? So, how will you show your individuality? You're so maganda, so paano makipaglaban sa mga, of course, mga front runners?
Such a great question. So, to me, a Miss Universe Philippines stands not only as an individual, but a representative of the entire country. And as a proud Filipina, I am acutely aware of the challenges and the responsibilities that come with wearing the crown. It is not easy. However, I believe through my life experiences, the trials and tribulations that I have faced, I have learned to always come out a stronger and more empowered version of myself, no matter what storms face me. I believe that I have the determination, the resilience, and the strength to represent the Philippines on an international stage. Regardless of the outcome, I am just so extremely honored and grateful to be here. It feels like a dream come true, the fact that I even am able to participate in the first place. And more importantly, I believe that I have a kind heart. My motto is, you are only as beautiful as you are kind, and with every action that I take, and every decision that I make, I always try to lead with kindness and grace first, which is what I think is one of the most important traits a Miss Universe Philippines should have. So to further answer your question, those are the qualities and traits that I believe will set me apart in this competition. Thank you.
Yun na. Sino mo yung individuality mo, girl? How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. It's the first time to join National Pageant.
Yes, actually. So I know that I am a rookie. I know that I have big shoes to fill and a lot to prove. But, honestly, that doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it only motivates me even more to try harder and really embrace every aspect of this experience, the good, the challenges, all of it. And I'm so lucky and grateful to have ACES and Queens behind me. They really feel like my home away from home, and the unwavering support that they give each and every one of us has been so helpful so far.
Very nice. Single?
Yeah, single right now.
Ay,
Just focusing on myself, waiting for the right person.
Yes, ikaw na.
Naghahanap ka sis, diba?
Ikaw na yes, ikaw na yun.
Bago magkantay yung sunod na magkano, I have an 8-in-1 question. Meaning, one question to be answered by all. But it's a very simple one.
Mag-ready na ba kami?
Because when, mag-ready na ba? Mag-ready na kayo. For the past 2 weeks, every single day, one surprise candidate would flash in your social media feeds. Every day, walang patid yan. Every day. A former title holder from Pilipinas, a former international title holder from another contest, biglang ito sumali pala. Kanina, din-announce may sumali na. Every day. It's like this weight being pinned down on you every single day. How are you actually reacting to it internally? I want all of you to have your chance to answer. Kasi if I were in your place, every day that I would see a new girl joining, parang, oh wow, she's joining. Oh wow, she's joining too. Oh my goodness, there's 3 of them. Oh, there's 4, there's 5. Kaya nga tinawag na bardagulan eh. But honestly, internally, how do you feel whenever you see this girl is joining, this girl is returning? Victoria is joining again. Yung mga ganong mga elements, no? So I want all of you to give an answer to that question.
Very, very good and thought-provoking question. You know, I always believe that comparison is your biggest enemy. And I think it's how you choose to look at it. To me, I want to embrace this experience and rather, you know, seeing the other girls as my competition or focusing on what they have that I may not. I choose to be inspired by their stories, to gain inspiration from them, to learn from them. You know, this is a competition, but this is also a sisterhood, and I feel so grateful and honored that I get to share the stage with so many other inspiring women who are here for the right reasons, to advocate for the change that they wish to see in the world, and to use their voice to inspire others.
Can you please pass the mic so that the others can also answer the question?
I share the same sentiments. I try not to spend too much time on social media, to be honest, and I try not to compare myself to others. I am so excited to meet the various women from all around the Philippines and also Filipinos that are representing us internationally, just in their day-to-day life. So I don't think there's any need for anyone to be overwhelmed or intimidated. I think it's going to be a big learning point. And I think the past few weeks has shown especially that this year Miss Universe Philippines is going to be an event that really goes down in history. And so I'm just really grateful to be part of it.
Hi, Tito Norman. Seeing everything, every day, a lot of pageant girlies are joining. They are so strong, so beautiful, and they are very inspiring. Being able to be here as part of Miss Universe, I'm very proud to be together with these beautiful women. They are so inspiring to me, and I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you.
Bago mo ipasa yung question ako isa sa'yo. What is the youngest province in the Cagayan Valley region?
Cagayan Valley and Kawayan.
Quirino is the youngest province in Cagayan Valley region. Yun ang special. Siya may tricycle, siya may maska. Youngest province. Okay, let's pass to Daniela.
Thank you, Tito Norman.
Hello po ulit. So, sobrang grateful and thankful po talaga ako sa opportunity na binigay sa akin ni Miss Ria. Sa araw-araw na nakakakita po ako ng mga sumasali sa Miss Universe Philippines, is ginagamit ko po siya, na-challenge ako para gawin pa yung best ko to represent my city. Yun lang po. Thank you po.
Hello po again. So, seeing the appointment in social media, no? Na-appoint na yung mga Miss Universe representatives and like the past years that you first with a local pageant to represent the city. So for me, it really gives me a heavy pressure because I won a local pageant. And the time na marami na po nag-join, marami na in-appoint. So everyone is pressuring me. They are saying na, so paano na yan? Sumali naman si ano. So every day, I'm carrying that kind of burden. But it's a matter of seeing it in a positive way, to make it an inspiration and motivation to work every single day to be better, not just myself, not just for my family, but also for my city. That's all. Thank you.
Great, man.
Hello, Tito Norman. Honestly, it's very empowering to see girls or to see women popping up on my feed and seeing how inclusive this year's edition is and that I'm part of it. Honestly, it is really an honor. But I also believe that if you know what you're fighting for, you're not afraid of anything. You're not intimidated by anyone. Honestly, coming to this year's edition, I wasn't really sure on whether or not I should continue because I'm still 18 and I'm the youngest to compete in this year's edition. But after visiting the Batak tribes in Palawan and realizing that none of those children have ever gone to college, not because they don't want to, but because they don't have the resources to go to, I realized that they need to have someone whom they can look up to and someone who can actually represent them in the Philippine stage. And so I would want to be that kind of woman who can be a ray of hope to them. And so coming in this year's competition, it's really all about me bringing them with me and really fighting for the latent problems that are unseen in the community and even in the Philippines. And I wish to bring this with me as I conquer the universe.
Thank you, Edna.
Thank you.
Let's give to Victoria. number 2, and to Jen.
Yes, so once again, good afternoon. So to answer your question, Tita Norman, to be honest, it makes me quite nervous, especially a lot of people has known me as someone who joins a lot of pageant in Cebu, and and they sent me messages like her experience as well, that oh my God, this girl is joining. What are you gonna do? And I think it really all boils down to mind setting. It isn't supposed to be something that should trigger me in a negative way, because I do have my own experiences. It's unique, and the opportunity came to me. It wasn't something that came to my mind that I'm gonna join Miss Universe Philippines. It was an opportunity that Mr. Spanchua offered to me. Like, why not? Let's give it a try. I mean, the opportunity came, so meaning I have something to bring to the table. Thank you.
Well, I'm definitely with Vicky on this one. It's actually really nerve-wracking, of course, diba? Sobrang bigat ng competition. But to me, beyond that is, when I think of Miss Universe or Miss Universe Philippines, right? It's a community of women and sharing the same commitment to uplift each other and to bring the stereotypes together. And as every woman keeps on popping up on my feed, knowing that they all have their unique thing that they can offer, knowing that, you know, we all have our own differences. I think this is a completion of the seats on the table as women. And I just hope that moving forward, there's more, you know, different types of women who gets to join us.
Okay, our pageant institution will ask a question now. Oldest in our group. Yeah.
So, get ready.
Get ready.
For Sir Noli.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Noli for Open Worldwide. You're coming from various places, and also some of your provinces. I'm not so familiar with other places that you're representing. So my question is, as Miss Universe Philippines 2024 candidate, what particular cultural heritage, tradition, or tourist attraction that would you like to highlight and bring to the Miss Universe Philippines stage? Starting with Miss Palau.
Hello, Sir Nolly. Well, I would love to bring you to Honda Bay, an island where I was raised in, because it is a community-based, meaning us people are the one who's handling the natural resources. It's a project by the government that they are giving us the responsibility of actually preserving our cultural heritage and whatnot. And I would love to bring you there for you to see how much we people are actually rallying together for us to have a much progressive community. And I would also love you to meet our fisherman, our boatman, and of course, yes. And of course, I would love you to meet the children of Honda Bay, who is also very much passionate about fishing. We are very rich in culture, as well as our ethno-linguistic groups, such as the Batak tribes, the Baloan. We have so much to offer to the universe, and I would love to bring you. If I could have a day with you, I would love to tour you in Palawan if ever we have time.
Thank you.
Alright, so Bacolod has a lot to offer to our table, from piyaya, the chicken inasal that everyone loves, and that's why people coming back for more in Bacolod is for inasal, and Mami Mikey agree to that. And for the cultural heritage, I would like to bring you to the San Sebastian Cathedral. I might not be a Catholic myself, I'm a Christian, but I wanted you to, you know, to get to know Bacolod Non, to get to know how faithful and strong we are. It is because of our faith. We are strengthened because of our faith. Not just that, outside the cathedral, there are a lot of abandoned, the unprivileged children, children with disabilities around the area. So I wanted to bring you there so that you can also open your heart to share what you've got, to bring back not just in Bacolod, but also to your prospective community. Thank you.
Hello po. Okay. Cabanatuan City po is located at the heart of Nueva Ecija. So, 3 to 4 hours lang po ang biyahe from Manila. So, kayang-kaya puntahan agad. So, aside from being the tricycle capital nga po and the famous longganisa na may iba't ibang flavors like garlic and hamonado. So, Cabanatuan City is also the birthplace of General Antonio Luna. Lumaban for our independence during war. So, madami pa po ina-offer ang Cabanatuan City na pwedeng food trip that will surely satisfy your taste bud. Thank you po.
Hi, I'm inviting you to visit the province Quirino. We have pristine province. It's actually not yet, it's beautiful and the forest is it's really beautiful. You can do hiking also, and we have cave, which is very, very beautiful. Also, as a foodie, I would like to invite you to try the adobong duck. It's a white meat, but it's adobo. Sobrang sarap niya. And then we also have the tilanggit. It's different, no? You haven't heard of that. It's a tilapia, pero langgit. Sobrang sarap niya and mapapakain ka talaga. So, yun. So, I'm inviting everyone to please visit my province, Quirino. Thank you.
Wait lang, hindi bibigay si Stetsy.
Ayan po.
Pwede ito naman eh. Kaya what is the youngest province in the region?
Parang gusto mang bigla. There are so many things that I personally love about Bacoor, but if I had to narrow it down to just 3 for the sake of time, the first thing is experiencing the music in Bacoor. As I mentioned, parang nagulat na kayo. Bacoor is the marching band capital of the Philippines. So I want you to experience that as well because I'm also a lover of music and musical instruments. So that's number 1. Number 2, I'm also, like I said, an architect and a heritage conservationist. So of course, I want to show you the heritage architecture in Bacoor. And then lastly, syempre, we're Filipinos, we love food, diba? And Bacoor has the freshest tahong in all of the Philippines. But not only that, we also produce or manufacture tahong chips. And grabe, sobrang sarap, promise. Very addictive.
Yan, yun ang burger niya.
I'm getting the travel bug listening to everyone here, writing things down on my bucket list. Northern California is such a beautiful, vast, large region that can take so much time to explore different parts of. I mean, from the beautiful oceans to the big redwood forest to Yosemite National Park or the bustling city streets. Every corner of Northern California has something different to offer. But what I would really like to highlight through my MUP's journey is the Filipino community within Northern California. Because no matter where you are in the world, the true essence of being Filipino, I think, remains the same. And I believe it is the same for the community in Northern California as well. You know, I mean, wherever you go, Filipinos always welcome you with warmth, kindness, humor, their love for family, their love for food. And I really just want to showcase and represent, you know, the Filipinos of Northern California as well as other overseas Filipinos as well.
Well, there's so much to explore in our city in Mandaue. We have historical infrastructures. We have National Shrine of St. Joseph. It's one of the oldest churches in the country. We also have Bantayan Sahari, which is a tower that still exists until now. And you should also try Masarial. It's like a sweet, nutty candy bar. Yes, it's pretty famous in Mandaue City, so you might want to try.
But it's not for those with false names.
Well, maybe we can find a way to work ourselves around that. But anyway, there's so much to explore. What else? We also have a little trivia. Mandaue City is known to be the industrial hub of the South, and Mandaue has derived its name from the plant Mantawi, which is like a vine, sort of, that was abundant and has flourished during the old times and the shores in Mandaue. So that's it. I hope you can visit soon.
Ito na yung in and out.
You know, Southern California is also, you know, when you think of Southern California, you think Hollywood, right? You think Beverly Hills. But beyond that, there's actually a city called Historic Filipino Town. So we call that Hi-Fi. Yeah, I bet a lot of people here who have visited California has never been there. But, you know, it is actually a town for Filipinos. There's a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of boutiques, yung mga designers din natin na dala dun yung mga damit. And, you know, it's really our home away from home. And as for me, as an immigrant, I would say, I would also agree with what Kayla said, that, you know, being Filipino goes beyond borders. You know, it is not just about where we are, not our geographical location, but it really is, you know, what we uphold as a Filipino. And as for me, I personally experienced talaga the bayanihan spirit abroad. Because when I moved there, you know, I was faced with, of course, a tough, you know, path, an uncertain path. For that, you know, for that matter, I didn't know what's out there for me. Pero ang nakuhanan ko rin ng lakas ng loob yung mga Pilipino din doon eh. You know, they always say, tayo-tayo na lang din, sino pa bang magtutulungan? And to always just, you know, knowing that, I carry those messages with me as, you know, of course, as I run in this year's pageant. Thank you.
Okay, we have our last question. This is an 8